Is this Willet Camel?
Yeah.
No, this is Johnny
Will
Hellcat.
Camel Forge?
This is
actually
Johnny
tonight
Hellcat.
it's Johnny Cochran.
This is Johnny Cochran. Hate Camel's alter ego.
Okay.
You know how we all got a little black in us? Well, Johnny
I figured
has
it was
a little
Mr.
camel
Jack
in
Hellcat.
it. Jack Hellcat.
No,
Yeah.
Mr. Jack Hellcat.
It's a
Not to be
glass of
confused
Johnny.
with the other Jack.
I can't keep it straight anymore who I am. So
Well,
apparently-
you're also this is Kyle, as well as Johnny
Yep.
Hellcat. Now you also hate Camel.
which means I'm also Jack Cochran.
Yes.
You're decoy ocelot. That's who you are. No, you're decoy octopus from Metal Gear. We don't
I
know who the
am
fuck
very
you are.
happy you're here, Will.
I think on that one, it's like the closest anyone said on me is like it's what, just frosted glass?
Oh shit.
But, Will, you know Angela really is glad that you're here because she didn't call you rotten.
Yeah, she is. All right, I'm about to play the intro because we are live. Let it rip.
Welcome to the Midnight Show with the Midnight Crew, Rotncorpse, Angela Arrega, James Colley, Terry Diamantis, and our host, T. Alexander. With special guest, Willet Forge. With that, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Midnight Show. The cat was in here like 8 seconds ago. Motherfucker.
Why do
Tonight
you
we have
exclude fathers?
we have Johnny Hellcat's alter ego, Hate Camel's second brother, Jack Cochran's and Mr. Awesome's doppelganger, Willet Forge. Hey, Will.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good.
To be fair, Will doesn't sound like like Rotten or
She called him Frosted. She wanted to call him Frosted.
Will doesn't sound like them. In fact, Will doesn't sound like I imagined Will would sound either.
Well, okay, so the story is okay. So he's Johnny Hellcat because obviously he's just Johnny Hellcat wearing glasses. That
Yes.
He's Hate Camel because Hate Camel was the guest on the corner yesterday, and he sounds remarkably similar to Will. Now, some would say that's because Camel didn't show up and Will took his place, but we know better. We know that clearly they're just the same person.
Yeah, we know
Camel never skips a show.
Exactly.
Yeah, we know
And,
Camel didn't get
he
too
was-
or oversleep or something like that.
Yeah,
or have to work late.
He's also This Is Kyle because Jack Gunski always gets Willet Forge and This Is Kyle mixed up when they're both on the stream together. And he's also Jack Cochran because we've well established that Jack Cochran and Hate Camel are the same person. So there.
This onion has so many layers.
It does. It's a big conspiracy.
And if you really want to mix it up from there at work, I'm known as Samantha.
There you go.
See? Look, this onion goes so deep. It's like the never-ending
I
onion.
want to ask.
I don't want to ask you. Let me introduce my lovely co-hosting friends. Start off with Rotncorpse. Hey, Rod, how you doing?
Oh, not so bad. Was trying to do a new intro earlier for you. I'm trying to figure something out. And at one point, I think I sounded like the one dude from the Inspector Gadget.
Oh, nice.
Trying to get out of the
Dr. Claw?
lazy voiceovers there.
Oh no, this was actually one that I told Tier about that is mostly going to be making fun of like Gunski in a way.
So I'm gonna try to see if Gunski will be on next weekend.
Well, I'm not too worried about when it happens because it's like I probably won't have it done in a while because it's trying to get the voice right to where I don't hate it, which
It's,
is difficult sometimes.
if Gunski's going to be
Anything
the
that's
guest next week, I'm already going to feel sick that week. I can tell you now.
God damn it.
Anything that's making fun of Gunski, I'm on board with.
Agreed.
Next up is Angela Arriaga. Hey, Angela, how you doing?
Paradoxical. How are you?
Confused.
I in the wonderful world of I can feel my entire right hand for the first time since January.
Oh,
The problem with that is that it's incredibly painful.
Oh,
that's the downside.
we
It
have
is getting better though.
It is. That's good to know. We have James Colley. James, you there?
Specialist Ed Downsy reporting.
God damn it! I hope he. Hey, James, how you been?
Oh, great.
I
I guess you didn't hear what I said.
Nope, didn't hear it.
Specialist Ed Downsy reporting.
Off the doofy, report for duty, sir.
No.
So James is the blue gumball. Got it.
And resident asshole.
Yep. No, he's chief asshole. There's a difference. Last up is Terry Diamantis. Hey, Terry, about how you been?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good.
No.
That's terrible.
My mini
love it.
viewers,
Well, that's awesome.
they're my
Hey,
mini
man.
viewers.
Jet.
Hey, Frosted.
It's yes, everyone's a little bit racist as the song goes.
I don't think I'm a little bit racist. I hate everybody equally. Like people piss me off. I'm an equal opportunity hater.
Oh, that's
Drinking
close
all
to
that
me. Equal
haterade.
opportunity offender. I
Probably
haven't
serviceable
offended you
business.
yet. Just give me some time. You'll get your turn.
Exactly. Piss me off enough, I'll cuss everybody out. Handicap, old people, children. Shit.
Oh, I'm not going to resort to cussing on it. I have so much many more creative insulting opportunities than that.
Well, nothing will ever beat Terry's until you beat him at Street Fighter 5. You do not get to talk.
Yeah, I think there's no chance of me beating Terry at Street Fighter, though I might be able to get an AI to do it.
Well, see, that only works for children. Like, those are the rules for Terry.
Yeah, I think that's a good system. If you can beat me at Street Fighter, then I'll listen to what you have to say. This is like for the kids.
See, that's what we
Terry.
need to apply for, voting. All right, you want to vote?
Yeah,
You got to be Terry by the Street Fighter 6.
To be honest with you,
Yes.
I've never beat Terry at Street Fighter 6, but I do have a question for you, sir.
What's the question?
No, for Terry.
Oh, okay, that's up.
See, he's going to listen to me, and I didn't beat him at Street Fighter 6.
No, because you're not a kid. Like I said,
Oh,
the whole thing
okay.
is for little kids, like to stop them from bothering me. Like, okay, you want to talk to me? You got to beat me at Street Fighter. That's then I'll give you, the time. of day.
Oh, okay.
We only listen to winners in this family.
So,
Terry encouraging an entire generation to stay indoors and play video games instead of playing outside.
Exactly.
so what can you tell me about Smargon?
Oh.
No, we are not.
So
We are
what
not doing
kind of
this.
articles do we have here?
Well, you name the Pokemon, I will
we-
read the article.
No, we're not reading the Pokemon article today.
Caterpie.
God damn it! No, not Caterpie.
I will cry. Do not do Caterpie.
Wow, you don't like Caterpie? Maybe you should read it.
Dude, bye bye Butterfree. All I have to say.
Oh yeah, Bob
No.
Butterfree was a goddamn heart wrencher episode.
Ooh.
James has provided us with 3 articles. Thank you, James.
You're welcome.
We have the Waffle House Index. We have Michael Jackson Fallout, and we have Fitness Guru Dies. Angela, could you read Michael Jackson Fallout?
I don't see Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Yeah.
crud. This is kind of weird.
I can
Like-
read
Yeah.
it once I have it.
I'll repost it. It's odd. Like,
Okay.
I guess
take
that's
it
the
that
tweet
it's
people
this
told-
first one. No, that's Waffle
No.
House Index.
Second one is the
Second one, sorry.
Second
Jackson
one.
Fallout.
I
Okay,
just
thank
copied them all and threw it in there.
you. Okay.
I
just
opened the
finished
link
rum
and
and
I thought
coke,
it said
so I
Paris
should
Hilton. So like at first glance, I thought it said Paris Hilton, not Paris Jackson. And like, what the hell has she got to do with this?
He stayed at a lot of hotels.
That makes sense.
Paris Jackson calls out Michael Jackson fans on Instagram after receiving hate for not posting on her dad's birthday.
How many years does he have to be dead before she can get not be bothered by people saying, post about his birthday?
Yeah.
According to Michael Jackson's daughter Paris, the best way to celebrate.
Wait, Angela. Sorry. With all due respect, like, if she doesn't want to post about it on her Instagram, she doesn't. Like, why do people be dicks?
Yeah, just from the head. Now I might change my mind depending on what the article says, but based just on the headline, I'm totally on her side.
Yeah, I mean, it's her father. It's like her social media account. If
Yeah.
she feels that it's been enough time that it doesn't need acknowledging, then that's up to her.
Or not even that. Like, on my mom's birthday, I'm not gonna post it, but that's something private I wish to deal with. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm thinking about my mom. I feel sad, guys.
Yeah, there's no reason it needs to be public.
Well,
Yeah.
the dude is dead. Let his daughter deal with it the way she wants to.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I feel.
And if she
But
wants
wait,
to post on his birthday, that's up to her.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
I
under
just
no
read it.
obligation to
I just read
do
ahead,
it.
and I'm even more on her side.
All right. And go ahead. Sorry about.
According to Michael Jackson's
no, right
daughter
there.
Paris, the best way to celebrate the late singer's birthday is to do nothing special at all. Back when he was alive, he used to hate anybody acknowledging his birthday, wishing him happy birthday, celebrating it, nothing like that. The 25-year-old singer said in an Instagram video on Wednesday, he actually didn't want us, children, to even know when it was, because he didn't want us to throw a party or anything like that.
Okay.
Then
so
she's
I'm-
honoring
I'm-
his wishes by not doing
Yeah.
it.
I'm doubly on her side. I don't like my birthday. Now, that's saying I make sure that Monkey remembers it every year, because nothing better for celebrating your birthday or not celebrating your birthday than Monkey and Jack singing about it. That said, if my kids forget my birthday, happiest day of my life.
I mean,
And
I don't tell
I
people when my birthday is unless they ask, and Kiva Dem knows, so she will make sure Monkey knows because she likes making him sing, I think. But that's
It's all to each their own.
Hey, you don't have a birthday. Why you keep talking like this?
Okay, his creation day. Jesus Christ, calm the fuck down.
yeah.
and it's a bonus if you catch a monkey in the morning after midnight, and they do it on your birthday, just starting up, and then they do another monkey in the morning before midnight on the same day. Then you get two happy birthdays.
Well,
I've actually recorded a few of those, and I'm going to merge them together at some point for the absolute atrocity that it is.
The only time I specifically asked for a birthday song for Monkey was because, one, I was in Okinawa, and I was also stuck in my apartment because of a fucking typhoon.
Damn.
Ouch.
Was that the same one that got Gilbert Godfrey in trouble?
God rest his soul. All right, Angela, go ahead.
I'm talking about a tropical storm. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
There was a typhoon that hit Japan, and it was really bad. There was lots of flooding, and people died. So he made the joke that if you were into Asian women, you could pick one up cheap.
No, okay.
And this
That's
is why,
terrible. Great.
Not a clue.
And that's what cost him Affleck.
Okay.
and that's why he's one of the class clowns. Him, Bob Saget, and Louis Anderson. God
I will
rest
tell
all
you
three
though
souls.
that this article, extra judgment against Michael for naming his daughter Paris.
True.
Yes.
Better
Okay.
than Prince.
But their
No,
youngest
Fucking
son,
blanket.
better than Blanket.
That was
No,
a
no.
nickname.
The best
Arguable.
name that he could have given her, he should have taken the leaf out of Frank Zappa's book and gone with Moon Unit.
Mhm.
Every
I
girl
still
should be
think
named
Diesel
Moon
was
Unit. I
worse
think
than Moon Unit.
every girl should be named Moon Unit. I think that should be like a law.
No, Starshine.
Oh,
On
that's
now I
what
what
understand why
would have been her
Moonshock is
father's
named Moon.
65th birthday, Jackson then lamented that social media is apparently how people express their love and affection these days. She continued, if you don't wish somebody happy birthday via social media, it apparently means you don't love them. You don't care about them. In her video, Jackson slammed her father's fans who allegedly slammed her for not commemorating his birthday on social media. People lose their minds, she said.
See,
And I
I
believe that
really
was
hope
it.
that when it says Jackson slammed
Oh,
her
wait,
father's fans, she means like a body slam. Like she went to their house, picked them up, and slammed them into the ground.
She's landing from the top rope
More than once.
100 times.
Paris
Zanky
claimed
Power Drop.
Paris claimed super fans harassed her on social media and told me to kill myself. In
Tell
the
me.
years following her father's unexpected death in 2009, Paris was hospitalized for suicide attempts and has been vocal about recovering and dealing with her mental health. They're
All right,
basically
seriously,
measuring
fuck those guys.
my love for my own father based off what I post on Instagram, she said in her video. Paris echoed her sentiments in the caption, which read, please don't use a man you have never met as an excuse to abuse, manipulate, and harass his daughter, who you also have never met. Michael Jackson was born on August 29, 1958. The singer and his family were raised as Jehovah's Witnesses, who do not traditionally celebrate birthdays. According to the Jehovah's Witness website, members believe that such celebrations displease God. The
Yeah,
King
they
of
also don't
Pop,
celebrate like Christmas and shit like that.
the King of Pop
Completely
Disasso-
non-celebratory.
disassociated himself from the religion in 1987. To quiet critics on Wednesday, Paris shared a video of herself acknowledging her father's birthday during a concert in Colorado. He put 50 years of blood, sweat, tears, love, and passion into doing what he did so that I could stand up here on stage in front of you and scream into a microphone, she told a crowd of concert goers on the second video. I owe everything to him. Paris and her brother Prince, 26, are the children of Michael Jackson and ex-wife Debbie Rowe. Jackson also fathered 21-year-old, I'm going to guess that's B.G. B-I-G-I, Jackson.
Biggie.
Biggie.
Okay, I'll go with that. What you said. The Hit Your Knees singer, who recently performed with Incubus and Bad Flower, ended her Instagram video telling her father's fans how they could indirectly celebrate the iconic yet often embattled singer's birthday. She encouraged followers to raise awareness for climate change, take action for animal rights activism, and more. These were the things he loved, Paris said. I'm sure he would have loved that.
See, she made
Okay,
a
I'm no
big
longer
mistake.
on her side.
Up until that
I was
point.
there. She lost me.
She made a
She
big mistake.
went from ahead by 20 lengths to losing, well, to last place by a tail. No, I personally think she needs to take one of those AI things to generate Michael Jackson singing "Get Over It," followed by everybody criticizing any family member for not posting about his birthday can bugger off, and post that on the 29th of every month, the 28th of February.
No, I think what she did was she made a big mistake in thinking that the fans actually give a shit about Michael Jackson at all. Like, they don't want to give money to climate change and animal rights. They just wanted to look like good people by promoting. Look at me, I'm upset on Michael Jackson's behalf that he didn't get a happy birthday from his daughter.
That his daughter was such a.
He's been dead since I forgot how long it's been since he died. It's more than a decade. It's almost 15 years.
Do you see that in the sky? It's a virtue signal.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, personally,
I'd like to find your inner child and kick. Well,
Michael Jackson might have distanced himself from that religion, but after his death, he was or their children was being raised by his parents. So, that's that. As far as him not wanting to celebrate his birthday and people getting upset about it, they need to just fuck off.
Yeah, I can respect that. Like, all right. So even if it wasn't a religious thing, he just doesn't want to celebrate it. Like, I can understand. Like, when my mom died, like, birthdays lost its magic. I don't really celebrate my birthday. I don't do anything special. I just don't.
Yeah,
it's another day.
And technically, once you die, you're out of birthdays.
Yeah,
well, that's true.
Yeah, you're not aging anymore. You've stopped abruptly.
No.
The only thing I want for my birthday is my immediate family to acknowledge it in some way, like a Facebook message, a phone call. That's it. If you're not directly related to me, I don't care if you don't know my birthday. It's not a big deal.
Charlie, what were you brought online?
If I ever find out when your
friend to acknowledge it. The only thing that would make my birthday a special day is to have my kids call.
For a really long time, I did not like my birthday. It wasn't because I was getting older or anything like that, because it started when I was still in high school. It was just
now it's.
I don't like
now
a
it's
whole
just
lot
the
of
getting
attention.
older. See, now it's just the getting older and everything. But more than half my birthdays have been commemorated by illness or funerals. It's not a big celebration day to me.
Yeah. But Tari, I have a serious question. What were you brought online? Like, when did the scientists finally discover artificial intelligence?
No, I mean, if you're just asking what my birthday is, it's the 10th of November. But like,
it's what?
The 10th of November. But like, if nobody acknowledges it, I'm not going to get upset. I only want my immediate family, because if they forget my birthday, it's like, okay, what's going on there? Other than that, I don't care.
So close to the gunpowder treason and plot.
I don't see why it should be forgot.
By the way, I vote that we all send Terry a personalized Coke can for his birthday.
Oh, sure, I'll take that.
I don't know where we would send it. Fucking Australia doesn't exist.
That's true.
It's in the deep south.
It's the very deep south.
As a flat earther, I do not believe the deep south exists. There's only the ice sheet and the trillions of turtles we're on top of.
Well, he's an AI anyway, so just send it into the void of the internet. It'll get to him.
Yeah.
I'll just think really hard about a personalized can of Coke for him. For like 5 seconds.
We'll buy him an NFT.
There you go.
Heck, I'll make him an NFT.
There you go. See? He can hang it up in the wall of his... Wait a minute. He doesn't have a wall. All right. Well, shit. He'll find something.
He's an AI. He's made an artificial home, I'm sure.
Well,
So what is the server like in Google? Sorry about.
Really woke, probably.
Amazon's got better server. Amazon's got better floor plans.
I mean, I don't
Okay,
think
so
Amazon
which,
has enough money to make tire. Then again,
I'm sorry,
No,
what?
but Twitter does.
Which
Tyler,
are the
you haven't
main
read an
ones?
article in
Well,
100 years.
interesting.
Want to read one?
Oh, I got a thing we could talk about.
Oh,
Has
go right
everyone
ahead.
seen on Twitter the black woman who also happened to be pregnant that got shot by cops because she got told to get out of the vehicle because she was suspected or said that someone said that she was stealing from a store.
Wait a
So she
minute.
drives away, or she tries to drive away, almost hitting a cop. He fires one shot into the vehicle and ends up killing her. And I believe, if I remember correctly,
What is the saying? I can't remember it. Fucking around and find it out.
You mean
As fucking
fuck
around
around and
goes
find
up,
out?
the chances of finding out. Yeah, and she fucked around and she found out.
I have seen almost nothing about this, and
Oh,
my
wow.
stance on the situation would depend an awful lot on the surrounding
So
circumstances.
I can tell you most of what I know. So she and her friends were stealing liquor. She's pregnant, mind you. Mind you, she is pregnant. She and her friends are stealing liquor from, I think, a Kroger's or some sort of chain market that sells alcohol.
That doesn't
All right,
mean she's
so-
drinking the stuff she's stealing. I
I
mean, she
don't
probably
know.
is, but it doesn't.
Yeah. So she's in the car, and the shopkeeper or whoever comes out and points her out, because there were cops in the area doing, I don't know what they were doing, they were just in the area, like happenstance. Points her out. They walk up to the car and says, "Get out the car." Like, explain the
To
situation.
contrast, this wasn't like the one where the cop shot the kid to where he walks up and opens the door. They knocked on it first, noticed
Yeah.
that they were cops, so you could see that they were obviously police officers, and said, "Get out of the vehicle."
Yes. Get out the vehicle.
So they didn't try that whole thing, and like one cop went and stood in front of the vehicle, and he even puts his hand on it when she goes to drive away. Now she didn't just like throw her foot onto the gas, so he still had ample time to get out of the way in the whole situation. So it's just kind of like, it's kind of justified, but also I still think the cop personally was a little way too trigger happy.
I don't think it was
Okay,
trigger
if-
happy. I think
I understand she's in a vehicle, and a vehicle can kill any. It's like a vehicle, obviously, man versus vehicle win.
all the time.
Taken,
Like that's the
taken
laws of
as
physics.
said, taken as said, I am leaning in favor of the cop there, and it pains me to say it. But if I was in the same position as the cop, I would be justified in shooting rather than trying to miraculously dive out of the way of a car aimed at me. And the law and morality does not require that I try to hurt myself diving out of the way of a car aimed at me.
The only reason
And
why
I
I'm
don't
saying
think that a cop should be held to. I believe police should be held to a
Again,
higher standard, but I don't believe they should be
I think we're
given
going
less rights.
again. I don't think we're necessarily disagreeing, because like what I'm saying is, I can call it a good shoot. I can understand why he did it, and still say I don't necessarily think the cop should have
I
done.
mean, you could criticize, of course.
Fair.
Like I said, considering
Fair.
the fact he didn't, it's like the woman did not punch the fucking gas. She only drove forward a little bit and everything. So it's like you have to legitimately see the video. And honestly, since it's not like he then, when she went forward, he drew his gun and then fired. He already had gun out as they're starting to interact with her. So this is where I'm saying I think he was a little trigger happy. And from almost what it seems like, because I couldn't really tell because the body cam, it seemed like as soon as he put his hand on the hood when he came up, that's when he was starting to get ready to fire. I'd have to watch the video again.
Fair. I've not seen the video, so I'm going with secondhand description of what happened on the video.
Honestly, I've seen the video, and she drove forward. He told her to stop. The party's on the other side. of the vehicle trying to. If she'd have drove forward and he just slipped under those wheels, she'd have ran him over. So I get his and it's not like he was aiming to kill her. I'm pretty sure he was aiming to incapacitate, and shit happens, and it hit something vital, and she died. They tried to render aid. It wasn't like they just arbitrarily left her like, well, she's fucked.
Not to mention that she was pregnant, so it could have just been a massive shock from being shot while you're pregnant. Like,
and did they,
shit happened.
did they know she was pregnant? I
No.
mean, we do all of this. Well, the person was pregnant. The person wasn't really armed.
But you know what
the
gets me
gun
about
was
this
a fake. The
situation?
knife was a fake. What
Wait,
looked
you know
like
what
his
gets me about
knife
this entire situation,
yes.
Will? The left are crying, oh, he killed the child, he killed her. But when only in a situation like this is the baby a child.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because if she didn't want the kid, it'd be a parasite and a virtue to remove it from her body.
Well, there you go. There's a somewhat of a palate cleanser that I had seen. I think Seal had posted or shared on Twitter. To where, it was a reason why you don't stick any body part in a fucking lion's cage, so you get to see dumbass.
I've seen that one. Hold on, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why they didn't park their car, they were called over. They were doing something else. They were the shopkeep saw them and called them over. That's why they didn't park their car in front of her.
Well,
they were just like, it's like happenstance that they were in the area, and then okay, well, let's deal with this first, and then whatever we were dealing with can be dealt with.
Well, if you look at it this way, that cop had a good sense. When he shot, he took out 2 generations of theft.
Well, she still has 2 more kids that are probably going to be raised by grown. And that's another thing. I know. All right, what's the word I'm looking for? You can't judge someone's past based, justify what they done. But she had a restraining order against her by her own grandmother who raised her. She did your grandmama. This isn't
again.
an
It's
outstanding citizen.
Basically what Tier's trying to get at is this is basically another situation to where not necessarily what happened should have happened, but they are trying to sanctify someone who was a terrible fucking person.
Yes. And I hate that.
And let's double down. If Granny raised her and then is involved, if Granny raised her and she's like this, and then Granny got a restraining order on her, Granny failed.
Oh yeah,
big time.
Well, little letting go of evidence. When my parents started raising my youngest niece, for reasons I don't care to go into, they were gentle compared to when I was a child.
They spared the rod.
Oh, a little bit too much.
Yeah, she's spoiled.
Grandparents are big on that.
Yeah, because it's a hard line for them to walk. I'm going to play devil's advocate. It's a hard line for a grandparent to walk because that isn't your child. That is your grandchild. You're supposed to spoil your grandchildren. You shouldn't be in a position.
But in this capacity, they are acting as parent.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a hard line for them to walk. But at the same time, I saw something on TikTok and it kind of explains it. The monster, I don't care if you tell everybody I'm a monster, but don't forget to include the chapter in which you created me.
Makes sense.
And that's kind of where I stand on grandparents that are lenient on their grandchildren when in a parental capacity.
Again,
'Cause
for
I
all we
watched
know,
that one.
grandma could have been elderly and old, just old.
I watched that monster get created.
Oh Lord. Mm.
If your name is Ben, never raise your nephew.
Mm.
It's some people. What's one? Some people shouldn't have kids.
Yep. I'm probably one of them.
James, Troy.
I'm definitely
Alright.
one of them, but there you go.
I'm one of the ones that, I remember when my parents were young, where you got to talk in the car before you go in the grocery store. You don't want shit. You don't look at shit. You don't touch shit. You throw a fit. God help you.
You do not have eyes on the ends of your fingers.
So my mother, when I was
My
younger,
kid's got that talking too.
my mother used to tell me to put one hand in her back pocket and my other hand in my pocket. If any one of them came out, I was getting beaten. I bet I didn't remove it.
In Minecraft YouTube, he got beat in Minecraft.
No, I got beaten in real life.
No, obviously, because at the time it would have been he was beaten in Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, I got beat in Super Mario. I got beat in Street Fighter.
Well, that's why his name is Tyr and not Kunta Kinte.
I'm trying to figure out which the game would. I think I got beaten Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got beaten Pac-Man. She was real. Like if I couldn't beat her high score in Pac-Man, I couldn't talk.
Well, you seem like you'd be an ET guy.
I predate ET.
ET was horrible.
In television.
Did James and Will go to the same school?
I had an in television also.
Say probably not, considering I live closer to Rotten than James.
No, it's an old joke because saying James is older in dirt, saying you're older than that, so you're older in dirt as well, so you both rode the same pterodactyl at school.
No.
I'm pretty sure I'm the oldest person here, so.
Yeah, the old if you know the ASL check in IRC back in the day, it was older than dirt, not with you, middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Will took his first driver written test in cuneiform.
Oh, bro, that's the reason why he had to walk uphill both ways to school was because gravity hadn't been invented yet.
No, it had been invented. They hadn't perfected it yet.
Exactly. And you want to talk about climate change? We had to walk uphill both ways to school in the snow.
Yes, with the Ice Age.
Yeah, let's talk about climate change.
James? What was hunting mammoth like?
A lot of walking. Because we're persistence hunters, and that's what they did. They would have walked the animal to death.
Well, we weren't black, but we were spear chunkers.
What the fuck is a spear chunker?
You had to have a good arm.
Is this something like, Gunski always had a thing with the saying chunky? Instead, you just made a fat spear and like showed it to the mammoth, and it's just like, oh goddamn, that's a fat spear.
It's not so much the fat spear as the fat spear blade.
You used to chunk spears.
Yep.
Yes, cuneiform was written by ancient blacks. Yes, we was kangs and shit.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Coon is a brand of cheese. I think it's weird that you get offended by that word.
I'm offended by. There's a automotive dealer in Maryland called Coons.
There you go.
Literally, it's Koons. Coons.
Yeah.
Coons
I'm
Automotive.
sure they're avid cheese fans over there.
There's a body shop not too far from here that for the longest time had painted on their sign a picture of Hitler's limo.
Really?
until they discovered what it was. The guy who painted it, brilliant artist, nuttier than a pile of squirrel poo.
Yeah.
This is the guy who.
Well, you can cuss on my show.
Yeah, but I don't.
Oh.
This is the guy who painted the Playboy bunny on the side of his barn, and we don't mean the rabbit.
Ooh.
Which one?
I don't know. It was the other side of the barn, and the county got him to paint over it.
That's BS. Go away.
No, I'm serious.
Sounds like
no.
art.
I'm saying if I paint my barn with a giant pair of tits, leave my barn alone.
Who?
I think it's reasonable to not want children exposed to a centerfold.
Yeah. So
because you
but
painted it on the outside of your house.
They commissioned him to, and every part of his house and his barn were painted with, stuff that makes my art stream look like the glorified coloring that it is. But
Ouch.
he did the sign for the body shop, and he painted Hitler's limo on there. And for the longest time, nobody knew what it was until they discovered it. And then the sign was changed within a week.
I don't know. I think they should have kept it.
Yeah.
I probably would have, but
No, but it's just it's literally just a car. Like, who cares who owned the car if it's just a picture of a car?
Pretty much.
Yeah. It's just like Hitler, the inventor of the Volkswagen. He made that car to where it was economic for Jews. You could put four Jews in the seats and 68 of them in the ashtray.
Ah, man, James, you are a national treasure. You never change. Don't you ever?
How do you put up with him, Angela?
Yeah.
Remember, you chose
Very
him.
carefully.
She told me that joke.
I did not.
You did too.
I didn't. Well, I told you that it was.
I didn't. Well,
I told you that it was later altered after Waco to be how do you pick up a Davidian woman, or how many Davidians can you fit in a station wagon.
Oh man, that's just Angela. Why are you turning James into a racist? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Actually, that would be a religiousist because Davidians are not a race.
Okay, time out here a moment. BG, I am only semi-regular on the corner, and as a result, since I am critical of the articles, you can take me seriously still. While the barn has tits painted on it, doesn't mean
if a wall of the barn has painted tits on it, does it make it a broadside?
Maybe, but Moonshock still
amazing.
wouldn't be able to hit it with a gun.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna be paid. You guys almost made me say the bad thing.
There are no bad things. Just say all of the things.
All of them. But seriously, she fucked up. She played a stupid game. Going back to the thing Rodden brought up, she played a stupid game. She won a stupid prize. I refuse to feel sorry for her.
I do feel bad for the baby.
I feel sorry for the child.
As described, I'm in the same boat there. At the same time, I do have to agree. It doesn't mean that the officer had to shoot, but I have to defend it as described as a righteous shoot. Now,
can we do one of the other articles?
Yes, let's do one or the other. Hey, Tari, could you read another one, please? You haven't read in 100 years.
So, which Pokemon am I reading about?
No.
Cubone.
Cubone it is.
Oh God, no, not Cubone. Do a Lola Marowak.
All right, Marowak instead. I'll meet you halfway. So, Marowak's niches over other groups.
Which article it's here?
Pokemon with sturdy.
I muted him.
And
Oh, okay.
which article it's here?
James, these are yours. Which one? I'm sorry, Tyler, but I just go ahead and read Alola Marowak.
No, it's all right. It's fine.
You sure? I was
Well,
going to be
you're only
serious.
going to mute me again, so I'm not.
No, I'm not. I won't.
I
you
do
have my
not
word.
trust you.
He feels bad for muting you.
I'm actually curious about this now. So
Yeah, I was gonna say. Now I want to hear the article.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Look,
Go ahead, Terry.
I will put the article in the side chat. If someone else wants to read it,
I will
they
read
can,
as an act of contrition. I will read it.
because I don't trust you.
As an act of contrition, I will read it. Go ahead and put it in side chat.
I'm just.
I mean,
bringing
why
it
would you
up.
trust here anyways?
If you
I've
would
seen
rather Tier not read it, I will read it.
Well, I don't know. I can see myself getting muted, and rather than deal with that,
Sorry, I honestly wouldn't mute you. I did it once, and it was a little joke. I promise you have on my honor.
What honor?
Shut up.
shoot. No. Look,
If you don't want to read it, I'll read it. Put it
Look,
inside chat, and I'll read it.
the whole Smogon thing is mostly a joke anyway. It's really fine. No one is actually interested in like how to use Marowak in a competitive setting. It's fine.
All right, I'm sorry. Would you read the Waffle House Index first?
Let me see.
First one.
Okay, so Waffle House Index is used to determine severity of Hurricane Idalia.
Let me pull it up really quick and
All
show
right.
it.
now I'm curious what the Waffle House Index is, because it
My
sounds
honor
like the
is good.
likelihood of people to write it out in the Waffle House over dinner.
It kind of sounds like it. Like
Well,
how many
it
people
isn't-
showed up at the Waffle House?
It's a
Without
legitimate thing.
Yeah, without reading the article, I would say it's similar to the Big Mac Index, where how well like the economy of a country is judged by how much a Big Mac costs there. I'm guessing there's a similar thing for the Waffle House.
If that's how you're judging the
I
economy of
thought
the country,
I
the
thought it
U.S.
was
is
always.
screwed.
I always thought it was like you judge the wealth of the economy by how much milk costs.
Well,
Like cheap goods.
It's technically how many hours would someone have to work in an like average paying job to be able to buy a Big Mac, and so
No.
like the shorter that time is, the stronger the economy basically.
Well,
So the US is
basically, what the Waffle House Index actually is, it's like the United States Postal Service. Rain, sleet, or hail, they're going to come through unless it's on a Sunday. Now, if the Waffle House is open, all lights are on, and they're ready for business,
Mm-hmm.
that says that part of the storm either hasn't reached them or it's not bad enough for them to close up shop.
That makes sense. And yeah,
And
I just looked at the article, and they do explain that. It's like right at the beginning they explain what it is, and yeah, James is right.
yeah, so the closer you get to the center of a storm, if you see a Waffle House with its lights out, you know they be fucked.
Mm.
And it's a legitimate measurement for storm chasers. But anywho,
Go ahead, Ty.
All right. Okay, so the Waffle House Index is an unofficial metric used to determine the severity of Hurricane Idalia and other storms in the U.S. and has existed for nearly 20 years. Florida Emergency Management Director Craig Fugget, I'm going to assume it's Fugget, coined the term Waffle House Index in 2004 after Hurricane Charley. The term is inspired by Waffle House's reputation for staying open during extreme weather and quickly reopening after hurricanes, tornadoes, or other severe weather events. The indicator was a passive way of learning the damage severity in a region using the number of Waffle House locations that remained open in the aftermath of a storm to determine how much assistance may be required for disaster recovery. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has been using the metric to measure a storm severity. Waffle House became almost like a rough guidepost. Former FEMA Director Craig Foggett, the creator of the index, told Fox Business in 2019. If it was open and had a full menu, we probably weren't in the worst hit areas yet.
That's
The
rather
index is
interesting.
This is what passes for planned, careful indexing and analysis by the U.S. government.
But at the same
actually,
time,
this is, that said, this is actually downright brilliant by government standards.
but you
I
think
mean,
of
it's taking a local thing and measuring. But what if you have an area with no Waffle Houses?
Well, you're screwed.
Pretty much, yeah.
you would have to do something similar to a Waffle House that was a 24-hour place like that.
I mean, back in the day, that would have been a Walmart, but now next to those fuckers are 24 hours.
Say, base it off of Denny's, but understand that they close twice as quickly as the Waffle House.
Mm-hmm.
See, I live in. All right, again, Maryland doesn't have many. We don't have many Waffle Houses. We have like maybe 2 IHOPs that I know about.
And that would have been something that would have been 24 hours back in the day. But again, because of COVID, like the only thing that really stayed that way was Waffle House
and 7-Eleven.
And you can't smoke in those.
Like 7-Eleven never closes. Like, I've never seen the 7-Eleven close 7-Eleven.
Oh wait, there is a 7-Eleven here, but I always forget that it's in like close to downtown Holland.
Yeah, I think that's the closest 7-Eleven to me too, because Garbco went south.
The closest one is like literally a hop, skip, and a jump. Like there's a mall to live by, and like it's one across the street.
Otherwise, like in Japan, I don't think we had any 7-Elevens in Okinawa, but I could always visit them in mainland. But then again, you visit any like Lawson's, Famart, 7-Eleven, you were going to get good food in Japan.
Go ahead, continue, Tar.
All right. The index assigns color codes to measure the impact a natural disaster has on an area. The color green indicates that the Waffle House has a full menu, meaning the restaurant has power and little or no damage. Yellow is for a limited menu, which shows that the restaurant has no power or only power from a generator, or that food supplies may be low. Red means that the restaurant is closed and indicates severe damage or severe flooding to the area. A lot of people will think, well, they're staying open so they can make more money. Waffle House Vice President of Public Relations Najeri Boss told Fox Weather in 2021. In fact, we lose money on these disasters. It's not about money. It's about the people. We're in the people business, which sounds like slavery to me. So maybe steer clear of the Waffle House.
Yeah, it does sound
especially
like
if you're black.
Steer clear of their employment list.
Yes. Yeah. And so over the years, we've learned what people need in terms of trying to get a community back on its feet, in terms of helping our associates be able to take care of their families. The bulk of Waffle House restaurants are located in the south, where many hurricanes hit. Hurricane Idalia is expected to make landfall in Florida and move up to Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. We actually have a storm playbook that every restaurant has. We revise it each year as needed, and it tells the management team what to do in the event of an emergency, Boss said. The Waffle House restaurants have limited menus for instances when they will be without water, electricity, and gas, according to Fox Weather. If a Waffle House closes before a storm, it shows that extremely severe weather is expected and that people in the area should evacuate. There are about 2,000 Waffle House locations in the US, including more than 400 in Georgia and more than 100 in Florida.
So that's like a third of them. That's 1/4 of them located in Georgia and fucking Florida together. Like, wow. Like, are these? I wonder, are these a single chain or multiple Waffle Houses?
Well, most of them are franchises. Like here in Amarillo, there's like 4 or 5 of them, and they're all owned by the same people.
Oh yeah,
But it's a franchise option.
yeah, because I used to stop by one of those when I was still in Canada on the way when I travel up to visit my folks.
Let me guess, on off the loop.
I'd stop in Amarillo because that was right before we'd basically get into the fucking toll road or whatever.
Okay.
I don't remember,
Wow.
dude. This was like 8 years ago.
Like
If the
again,
Waffle House comes out and sees its shadow.
yeah. Does it go back in? It's 4 more days of shitty weather.
6 more weeks of hurricanes. I think Terry's got it.
No.
No,
But the
6 more weeks of hurricane season.
Fair enough. That makes sense.
If the groundhog sees a shadow, we get 6 more weeks of basketball.
Yeah.
No, that's if a gopher sees a shadow. Groundhog is snow, James. All right.
What's it mean if a Hoosier sees a shadow?
No one cares.
I'm going to give a little preface to this last article.
It didn't pop
This
up.
is my.
Wait a minute. Nope, it didn't pop up. That's odd. Let me go back in.
Yeah, I don't think you posted the right link.
Let me go back and look.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think
gonna
you
dip
put the
out.
right link, James.
I'll dip out and I'll bring it back.
Oh well, then I found an article that I would like to read. This one is the mere look at it pissed me off.
Yeah, Frosted says that he's disappointed that you haven't read the article he sent you, T.
If Frosted
sent me an
sent it,
article?
avoid
Hold
it
on.
like the plague.
Oh, Frosted, I don't have I can't fucking get the entire article. I tried to find a
Archive
of it. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, because you need to pay for Medium to read full articles.
exactly. Like, it's a good one, but I can't fucking read it. It cuts off maybe a third paragraph down. I don't know who the fuck these people are.
If you sign up, you don't have to sign up for a paid account. If you
I
just
am
sign
signed
for
up
an
and
account,
I have an
get
account,
free
and apparently I
articles.
must have used my one free Medium article already without knowing it.
You've already used your free ones, then okay. Because yeah, you can read. I think it's like 2 or 3 a month before they say no, fuck you, pay me.
Oh wow!
I looked for an archive. I looked in the Wayback Machine and sent the Wayback Machine in that archive. They're the same thing.
I was going to
couldn't
say
find one.
if you get like 2 to 3 free a month, and it doesn't matter what they are, you should have them now, considering the fact it's the start of the fucking month. Unless you peruse and read Medium articles on your own time, in which case,
What's wrong with you?
like,
Let
Frosted do that.
Let Frosted suffer.
Frosted, print it to PDF and email it to him.
No. Is Frosted able to just archive it, like just web.archive or whatever the website is? Just can he archive it and then send you the archive? Because obviously you can't read it on Medium.
All right, so this is the one he sent me is a member only story, so I wouldn't be able to read it any damn way. It is only given. I refuse to pay Medium for anything.
So you know what I think? I think you should be a guest on the corner so Frosted can read the article to you.
Oh God. Why, sorry about why?
Why not?
Well, I mean,
why not?
I'm certain he would have thought of it himself. He didn't need me to have the idea for him.
Sorry, not what I wanted to do. Let me check that one, Hellcat.
Oh yeah, he's just so Frosted can put the Medium article URL in this website, and then it'll, give a link that he can send you.
Well, I think if we're going to be doing Medium articles, I've found the perfect background for this.
Yeah. So
Rub up the chemotherapy because it's.
So when you say this is fucking cancer, you talking about sunburst?
The devil whispered in my ear, "You're not strong enough to withstand the storm." I whispered another, "I love your eggs."
Sunburst is Moonshock's wife, so she is fucking cancer.
That makes sense.
It's not Sunburst, it's Sun Buddha.
Well, I mean, I know her
I
as
only
Sunburst.
I only know her as Sun.
Yeah. Everyone calls her Sun. It was originally Sunburst. I think she must have changed it to
Shit!
Sunburst.
I found it. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Thank you.
It was originally Sun Buddha, but it's Sunburst on Twitter and
Sunburst.
on YouTube and a few other things. So.
Yeah,
Okay.
I always never
Hellcat.
paid great attention to it because
I got it.
on
Thank you.
Fridays I'm at work.
God damn it! Fuck you! God. All right. So I
found that
found it.
article and posted it.
You did.
Yes, yes, it did. Is there a
we'll
way for us not to read a Medium article?
I'll read James's article, then I'll read some of that Medium article, and then we'll have the second game, which is the capture contest.
Yeah.
The best game.
Yeah. But I want to preface this with the fact that the person that we're going to be talking about in this article.
Mm-hmm.
What? I had what I was going to say, and then I said, "Do Amish dudes what?"
Do Amish dudes have to row boats with their wife's titties?
Yeah, see, I saw Amish and titties, and I'm going, "Whoa!"
What?
Thanks for the distraction.
That's not my fault. You can't stay on track.
It's not
I
our
have
fault that you're
ADD,
distracted by
damn it.
boobs.
I have ADD, damn it.
There it
But
is.
anywho, remember, this person was young. And so,
Okay.
yeah.
Is that the end of the thought? This person was young.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Fitness. Coaches 33 dies of double cardiac arrest. 33-year-old Larissa Borges died after suffering a double cardiac arrest. Borges attained popularity with thousands of fans as a Brazilian fitness influencer. No official cause. Did you just say she died of double? How there no official cause given? Whatever. No official cause of death has been given. The pain of losing someone so young, just 33 years old, and so kind is overwhelming, a family statement revealed. Our hearts are broken, and the longing we will feel is indescribable. She entered a coma before suffering. She entered a coma before suffering a second cardiac arrest. Borges died as a result. Deputy Gustavo Belleros said there's a report of possible ingestion of narcotic substances accumulated with alcoholic beverages. The body was sent to neuropathy. Was sent for neuropathy. We will try to search through lab tests for substances that she possibly consumes, he added. Borges had over 30,000 followers in a fitness Instagram.
She had over
Any
30,000
amount.
followers. Fisted? God damn.
Why are they calling her an animal?
What?
Just quickly, Frosted said, "Tia, can you check Discord after you finish with this article?"
I got it. Frosted, I got it. I lifted it up, and I will. I can't. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to get through the entire thing, but I will read it. Read what I can.
You do an autopsy on humans. You do a necropsy on animals. Why are they calling her an animal?
Well, she is a woman.
Any amount, however small, will make a difference and help ease the financial burden of facing the family during this very challenging time, the family said. Sudden cardiac arrest, SCA, is when the heart suddenly stops beating.
So she died suddenly?
She died suddenly.
She died suddenly?
Yep.
How many boosters has she had?
I don't know. Maybe she had them all. Regardless of
That
age
was
or
what
health
James was
status.
trying not to say.
However, it is more common in older adults. In the USA, about 350,000 people die from SCA each year.
I think it's actually ska, as in like the music genre. So the music is that bad that it's killing people.
Like I said,
God damn.
it's a jump scare just out of nowhere. Boom, the sky hits you and you just go down.
Yeah.
And you never have to knock on wood.
There you go.
James, that music kills people. You should stop using it. Sky is very rare in young people.
The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones aren't necessarily like that close to ska. Like they're kind of ska, but not like straight up ska.
That they describe themselves as ska.
They're ska adjacent, okay?
I'll still say that their version of Detroit Rock City was meh.
Damn. Is
Look,
rare.
that's
in
still
young people.
exponentially better than a lot of covers Kid Rock's done. Like, if someone ever says, "Hey, man, you want to hear Kid Rock's version of Turn the Page?" Not only should you punch them in the face, like if you put them in a chokehold, I wouldn't blame you.
Damn.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like the cops would be like, "Yeah, like, okay, we're gonna turn away. Just try not to let it happen again. Next time, deck them and run."
Damn. All right. Sky's very rare in young people, but it does happen. According to the CDC, about 2,000 young people under the ages of 25 die from Sky each year. There are a number of risk factors for Sky in young people, including genetic heart conditions. Some people are born with heart conditions that make them more likely to have Sky. These conditions include hypertrophic cardiopathy, long QT syndrome, and Bergoda syndrome. God, I do not fucking know what any of that shit is.
I hope long QT syndrome is when you've been a cutie for like a really long time. Like, you know how some women they keep looking good even as they get into like even their 40s. They've got long QT.
Oh, wow.
God.
I went the complete wrong way. I thought that was supposed to be like a long quote tweet.
Oh, could be that too.
Along what?
Okay.
Quote tweet.
Oh God, long quote tweets. No.
You know, you have to pay Elon the $8 if you want a long quote tweet.
Yeah, I got that money's getting spent elsewhere for me.
Yeah, I'd rather just burn it.
Well, okay, I have nothing against that. If I did more stuff online and everything to where I plausibly had the ability to get paid because of the interactions, I would gladly pay the $8. I don't do enough on that. I mean, hell, I don't even do enough on YouTube to really like justify, in my opinion, like having the Streamlabs thing for it.
Look,
Much less not enough to be monetized.
If you're a big enough Twitter account that you would actually make money from monetization, absolutely get verified. But if you're
get
like
that money.
us, if you're someone like us, the only reason you'd pay the $8 is if you want to go over the 240 character limit, which isn't that
Or
big.
you're doing it for the same, like, even though I would say like Ranty Monkey and P-Dog Knight aren't necessarily like huge. I mean, Ranty Monkey's probably bigger than all of us in that whole thing. But like he does it, and like even P-Dog said, he does it because it gets you looked at more because you are verified.
But there's also if you're big enough that you have to worry about impersonation, like if you think the Manting Runky is going to go around and besmirch your name, then it makes sense to pay the $8 so that you get the verified tick and they don't. You are the official Ranting Monkey account, and people can pretend to be you, but they won't have the tick, so people can figure out which is the real one. That makes sense if that's a concern, but.
Didn't Ranking Monkey with his account banned?
Yeah, I mean, but to minimize the damage that they can do before they get banned, if you have a verification tick, then people will say, "Oh, okay, that's not the real Ranting Monkey. There's no check mark."
I always thought the check mark was rather stupid to begin with.
But I have to step away. My food just arrived. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
All right, let me finish up this article. Medical conditions, other medical conditions that increase the risk of SCA in young people include high blood pressure, high cholesterol, obesity, and diabetes, which I don't have anymore. Yay! Lifestyle
most
risk
of those.
Had most of those. Lifestyle risk factors. Certain lifestyle factors include. Also increase the risk of SCA in young people, such as smoking, drug abuse, and excessive alcohol consumption. I mean,
how much is excessive?
If you wake up and you have a dry martini right on your nightstand, and you wake up and you drink from 8 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Look, I'm going to say this right now. They need to leave our enlisted service members alone, okay? Caffeine, nicotine, and heavy alcohol abuse is how they stay sane. For a lot of them, very few of them can't. Because occasionally there's that rare one that's just like, I don't have to drink or smoke cigarettes, even take caffeine. I just go for a morning run. And it's like, yeah, I went for a morning run as well. Not because I wanted to go for a run and experience things, because my fat ass needs to run, jackass.
Well, I look at it too like this, Tier. If you've got a martini ready to go, that martini's already dead. 4 in the morning. If you're a responsible alcoholic, you start your day off with half a bottle of vodka because that's what you took the first half to go to sleep with.
I figured you just woke up and made a Bloody Mary.
My brother's dad's breakfast consisted of a cup of coffee and a martini.
See, you know what? You know what I miss about the 50s? I miss casual drinking. Like breakfast was a cup of coffee and a shot of whiskey.
Bro, you just put your freaking Jack directly into the coffee. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, my
you don't
bad.
use creamer. You just your creamer is your liquor.
Well, no, you use creamer because the liquor still doesn't kill the acid in the coffee enough.
You
use Bailey's.
Or you do that. Use Bailey's.
All right. Frosted was kind enough to gift us with an article.
Kind might not be the right word.
This is Frosted you're talking about.
All right, let me rephrase that. Frosted was insensitive to my racial heritage and decided to piss me off with an article.
There we go.
So he sent you an article about antique farming equipment?
No. That's a true statement.
Thank you, Frosted. While I'm still feeling
benevolent
towards you.
And remember, after this article comes the best game, the caption contest.
Mm-hmm. That's not the best.
9 rarest black people in the world.
Here we go. This will be good.
By Black Culture Unlocked. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna kill you for it.
Because
every person is
obviously
unique,
is
right?
Is the arbiter of all black people.
He is. We elected him Black Rex.
Oh, bro,
He speaks for the blacks.
I almost I would say 9 to 10 odds that this motherfucker's actually a woman.
90% odds that she's actually a white woman.
A neon white woman.
Is this what's her name? Who kept claiming that no, her dad wasn't her dad. Her mom was banging the black mailman or milkman.
Who?
What's her name?
Rachel Dolezal?
Dolezal, yeah.
A neon white woman with a hairy nipple.
Neon Miami. She's so transparent. You could use her on an overhead projector.
Damn. It was some black. It was not Rachel Dolezal. It was some white lady that was claiming that she was black. I can't remember her name. It's not Rachel Dolezal.
And we're talking.
I know who you're talking about.
We're talking so white she white on rice and a glass of milk and a paper plate in the middle of a snowstorm in Antarctica.
Yes.
Wow, you dug deep for that one, Ron.
And she had a hairy nipple.
That's just a good old quote from Major Payne.
All right, so yeah. I'm gonna read a few of them. There's like 9 of them, right? And I'm gonna read a few of them. As you can clearly say. I'll read up to 3, and then we'll just go over the images because this is a long fucking article. All right. Every person is unique, right? Even among twins, there are often differences in their appearance. Well, for some people, the distinct features make them some of the rarest individuals in the entire world. We're turning away from the standard beauty expectations in developed in black culture, especially when it comes to mainstream media. Instead, we're going to explore the deeper side of black culture and look at some of the rarest black people in the world, which makes them so unique, and also dive a bit into their stories. We'll explore everything from features that are extraordinary and to unique eyes, freckles, and even more. Kandia Dop. Kandia Dop is a Singalinese model that advocates for fashion industry diversity. She was born the end of the year 1996 in Dakar, Senegal. Daub is widely known for her stunning dark complexion and striking beauty, which earned her the nickname Melanin Goddess among her fans. She is kind of cute. Growing up in Senegal, Daub was surrounded by a culture where more than 25% of dark-skinned girls bleach their skin. Although she was never tempted to try skin bleaching, she did feel desire to have lighter skin at times. I'm pretty sure she tried it and it didn't work. No, if most of the peer pressure is a thing, I'm pretty sure she tried it and it's fucked up and she didn't do it again. The constant bullying and negative attention she received because of her unique dark skin often made her feel ashamed and isolated. However, she had a shift
in a black country with black classmates and everything. They bullied her for being black.
Perfect sense. I understand completely.
Look, black on black crime
does not exist. I watch mainstream. Mainstream news. It never happens.
So
wait a minute. I gotta make a correction. I have to make a correction. She isn't black.
Okay.
She is not black.
Oh boy, here we go.
In order to be black, go to hell. In order to be black, you have to be American of African descent. She is an American. She can't be black.
So she's blackety, black.
She's an African, but she ain't black.
So basically, if you're in Africa and you're getting picked on by other black girls,
She ain't black.
then
So you know how we were.
so than other African girls, excuse me.
So you know how we were
So
making the nigger list. I think Africans should be hungry niggers. I think that's the nickname for them.
We'll add them to the nigga list. We are now
Yeah.
calling Africans. Wait a minute, because no, you got to diversify. Because some Africans aren't hungry. We got to do it country by country.
Okay.
so basically, she went emo. Skin bleaching.
Ethiopians are hungry niggas.
Yes, true.
I mean,
All
give her a vat of liquid paper.
just dip her in some white out and she'll be fine.
So are we saying she's not okay?
She's not. We're not okay. However, she had a shift in mindset when her older sister showed her pictures of Alec Weck, a famous model with similar skin tone. This helped her feel better about herself and motivated her to pursue modeling. Inspired to dream bigger, she used her unique features to carve out a successful modeling career. In 2016, she gained international attention after photos of her went viral on social media. She quickly became an overnight sensation. Since then, Doll has worked with numerous high-profile brands, including Fenty Beauty, Sephora, and Makeup Forever. She has also graced the pages of several international magazines such as Vogue and Elle, and walked the runway for designs like Christian Louboutin. I don't know. Fuck that.
And the official name
God,
for
Jesus
her
Christ.
foundation tone is ebony.
She's Abyssinian. She is that is Abyssinian. That's not ebony.
Sarah
Look
gets
at her
ebony across the room.
Look, she could. If you turn out the lights, she would disappear.
Yeah, so would ebony.
No, you would just if you dim the lights, she would disappear.
Yeah, if you turn off all the lights, we're all going to disappear.
You got to remember, I live with two voids that meow and have a lot of practice looking for cat-shaped holes in the darkness.
Well, you'd have to look for a human-shaped hole in pitch black. God, man.
See, that's why
Frosted,
you
I
have.
hate you.
That's why you
Just
always
tell
carry
her
a
I'm going to
flashlight
say
with you.
something.
Just tell a
Joke, man.
joke and spot the smile.
My mom and her friend were out at a strip club one night, and there was a blackout. And her friend looked at her and said, "Oh, you white people don't glow in the dark."
Really?
So my mom looked at her and said, "Smile, I can't see you."
Yeah, look. Even her gums is black. Look at. Let me. Can I see? Come on, God damn! Look at those gums. Those things are black. This woman is fucking Abyssinian. My God.
Her teeth are still white.
No, I'm talking about her gums. Look at her gums. Can you see her
I
gums?
saw.
Man, please.
Her
Let me
next
read
There
on.
were supposed to be
apart
9
from-
people, right? I've seen one.
I'm only doing one. I'm doing her. I was
how
done
about
with
this?
the article when he
This
gave
one,
it
let's
to
go
me.
to another fucking person.
All right,
I no longer care about her anymore.
I wouldn't
let's
admit
do this
that.
one. Nakia Phoenix. Nakia Phoenix is an American model, actress, and activist who is known for her unique look and inspiring tale. Born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia, Phoenix began her career as a model in 2011 when a talent scout discovered her at a musical festival. Despite rejection from several modeling agencies due to her distinct look, Phoenix persevered and eventually landed her first modeling job within the brands of Urban Outfitter. Since then, Phoenix has worked through various high-profile brands, including Nike, Coca-Cola, and Target. Oh gosh, she worked for Target. She also has appeared in various magazines, such as Elle, Glamour, Marie Claire, and has walked the runway for prominent fashion designers. In addition to her successful modeling career, Phoenix is also an advocate for diversity and representation in the fashion industry. She has co-founded the modeling agency Black Girl Beauty, which promotes inclusivity and empowering models of color. This helped Phoenix make a real difference in the Black culture. Oh, God, Jesus Christ. So I don't see what's different about her. She looks like every other high yellow woman I know.
Yeah, she's even lighter skinned than E-Dog.
Yeah, like I don't see what's so different
I
about
really
her.
just want to give her a sandwich.
She looks lighter skinned than most Mexicans.
Oof.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Not really?
Winnie Harlow.
Okay, so she's
Chantel
got that
Brown
weird
Young.
thing.
She got the Revilla She got the Villago. She has to see a white
like
woman that turned
people
black.
would have done things that like it's not necessarily their skin color; it's that they've done interesting things. So it's like, okay, these are people who are black technically and have different things they've done that stands out. Cool.
It's not even
honestly,
things that they've done.
holy
Things
fuck, that is one hell of a tooth gap.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know it.
That puts I'm pretty sure that tooth gap puts Mike Tyson's tooth gap to shame.
Go back up to that other woman, Tier.
You could park a car between those gaps.
Did fucking Moses part the teeth gap before he parted the Red Sea?
Yeah, where her face is.
What?
The other one.
This
the
one?
with Billy Ige. Yeah, go back up to where her face is.
Right
for
here.
the record, that's not Billy Igo. That is cum stained.
Is what?
Oh,
That is cum stained.
you need to stop. You need to stop.
She's an ink blot test.
She's a Rorschach test.
Rorschach.
Yeah,
yes.
she's a Rorschach test. There it is.
So you
fuck did
understand
you say Nosferatu?
So Tier, I'm guessing that since she's a Rorschach test, like you can understand that, but why does her face always look like your dad's leaving?
Ooh.
I mean, if I were gonna make the traditional white person joke, I mean, it doesn't work for mine. It'd be the whole thing of like, I can understand she's a Rorschach test, but like, why is it always my parents fighting on there? I said my parents actually have a really good relationship.
That gap, man, is a serious ass gap.
You can fly a 747 through that gap.
I don't know why they're looking at kids, because that's kind of creepy. I don't see what's now. This is an Abyssinian gentleman. I don't.
Okay,
see.
did they actually? Wait a second. Go back up. Did they actually like take his
back
picture
to the
in black
dude.
and white, or did
him?
they just remove the background?
Does he have
I
two
wanna say
different
it's-
eye colors?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, he's got.
he's
a weird eye
heterochromatic.
thing going on. No, he's got a weird eye thing going on because his right eye, what we're seeing on the left, is lighter in color than his right eye, or his
Right.
his
It
left
could
eye.
be heterochromia.
Or it could just be a dead eye.
I mean,
No,
granted,
shut
if this is a regular photo of him, he is immune to the black and white filter.
Yes.
And everything is just, if he dates a woman, it says they have not unlocked the true him yet.
No, I'm inclined to say that this picture is taken in black and white. One of his eyes is blue and one of his eyes is brown. And that's the difference.
It's definitely black and white or
Heterochromia.
desaturated because he's got heterochromia, and neither of those eyes is.
I just wanted
Right.
to make the joke. Okay. Y'all are taking this too far. sometimes.
I don't see what's unique about her. She looks like every other black woman I know.
I mean, she's cute. That's for damn sure.
And is every
But then
other
again,
black
she's also-
woman, you know, has
again,
straight
I'm-
hair?
From what I can tell, she was also wearing black lipstick, so and I have an affinity for that.
Yeah, I do too. Golf chick, get my goat. I guess this is the family thing, but this is whatever. He does look unique, sort of.
He has
Hey,
freckles.
he's not wearing a prison jumpsuit.
He has
You're
freckles.
right. Frosty, you gonna burn in hell for this?
Oh, it's June.
And what's up, Badger?
Wait a minute.
Spice.
What
must
up, Green
flow.
Badger?
Gross.
You controlled the fucking spice, controlled the white girls.
Not this white girl.
Angela, you're Jewish. You don't count.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
Time for some asshole stories.
They're morally equivalent. Well done, Will.
I've had that one for years and it never gets old.
Okay.
I'll read this one. All right, so asshole time, my favorite part of the stream.
Yay!
James, calibrate the scale. Hold on 1 second. Yeah.
This one's for Johnny.
That's I think that Frosted tweeted that actually.
Oh, I've had this one for a long time.
I absolutely adore that man.
All right, so am I the asshole for leaving dinner?
Probably.
Did your
Who was
food
at the
go to
dinner?
waste? If so, yes, definitely.
It depends. Did you clear your plate, young man?
All right, okay, so
There are children starving in Africa.
there are hungry niggas in Africa. Come on now.
Oh,
And
And the words
me
Daryl from Letterkenny, name 6.
not finishing my plate helps them, deal with that. How?
I don't know, but they're hungry. Me, male 16, and my parents, female 41, male 42, had a big fight this afternoon.
The 16-year-old is the arsehole. Don't need to hear the story.
Wow.
I mean, Terry's probably right.
most
Ty is
likely
probably right,
teenagers
but
are
still.
assholes.
I mean, if you're 16 and you're on Reddit asking, "Are you the asshole?" You're pretty much the asshole.
You're probably an asshole.
All right. For some context, I struggle a bit with anxiety and often overwhelmed at the start of the fall season with school starting and getting a new assignment from my part-time job. Today, we went out as a family to a restaurant, which I was told to drive there. I really do hate driving with my parents since they are very picky about my driving and are not the best at helping me in the moment. My views, not theirs. During this session, I tried not to voice my frustration with their commenting, telling me to stop soon, or my dad yelling, "Whoa," from the back seat after making the turn. My attempt to not voice my frustration really slipped after my mom asked me why I was upset, which I was at the time, but I was just trying to get through this drive. I didn't exactly remember what I said at the time, but I started to get a bit snippy with the comments and my voice and voice my frustration. Admittedly, I was probably a little short with them and maybe should have just kept my mouth shut like I was doing.
No, you drive a little more fast and loose just to piss them off even more.
And that's probably what, playing devil's advocate. You're 16. You don't want to be driving with your parents. I'm pretty sure your dad going, "Whoa!" It's
Oh
just
no,
him being
that
a
was something
dad.
that was expected through my family. Saying, okay, you're gonna get given shit in these situations and whatnot. But if my dad would have been like, "Whoa," it's something like that, I'd have made sure I took the next turn tighter and faster. Because he'd be like, "Whoa, what the?" And been like, "Oh, so now it's an actual whoa. The last time it wasn't."
All right. After arriving at the restaurant, I was in a much worse mood after the drive and didn't really want to interact or talk with them. Another family came to join us, and they were chatting with one another while I stayed on my phone and really tried to not really tried to talk to anyone so everyone could have a good time. My mom started trying to talk with me with her friends, which I did. I did be respectful, but I gave mainly giving short answers to show I really didn't want to talk. In turn, my mom announced to her I'm in a bad mood, which really wasn't needed to be told since I didn't say anything rude or disrespectful. I just played it off saying, yeah, just didn't want to have to, didn't have the best drive over and not getting much into it. Oh, God, Jesus Christ. Next issue comes when I'm picking out my meal. My mom begins trying to throw out Mexican food options, which she knowingly knows I dislike Mexican food. I
Well,
was
that's
a little,
racist.
huh?
That's racist. Why
That's
doesn't he
racist.
like Mexican
I mean,
food?
honestly, they ought to do a very, very late term abortion because this person is obviously wrong. And what's up, Ron?
Clearly. I was a little upset with her continually trying to talk with me while I'm giving signs that I was in no mood. So I just said I can order my own food. My dad then took control and continued to try to talk with me about food, and I said the same thing. I can order my own. Then he announced to the table, let's play a game, and guess what? My name here will order. I just I just go back to my phone, ignoring them, then finally ordering my dish, not Mexican food, just a chicken sandwich. My dad asked the waitress, is this Mexican food? I ignored him, and so does the waitress. After she leaves, he asked the same question to me. Then I just say, I'll be at the car. I just say they're refusing to go back back to the table with my mom finally driving me home. The main reason for posting this is we're going to have a conversation later about this, and I'd like to know if I should apologize or stand my ground. I think some parts of this, story I could have been better, but I'd like to know if the whole situation is on me. In your opinion, have a great day, Reddit. And you are an asshole. Not a big asshole, but you're an asshole.
You're an asshole, but your parents are assholes as well.
Yeah.
They took it exponentially further than it needed to go.
They all are. So
I think they were just poking the bear.
Too bad parents raise a bad kid.
Yeah, it runs in the family.
Clearly. I think they were just taking the piss and poking the bear, and you just snap.
But at a certain, it's that whole thing. You also have to know when to stop, and that's the thing. Is apparently none of them knew when to fucking stop. To go with the words of someone else, but this time it'd be Christopher Titus way back when. It's okay, they're getting pretty pissed off. I should only piss them off a little bit more than I should stop.
Yeah.
And they don't follow. They didn't follow that. They're just like, I'm just gonna keep pissing them off because this is funny. I think this is funny. And then when it happened, and then when the shit went to where they didn't like it, you were like, I don't understand why he's mad. I mean, I just spent the whole time criticizing him and making fun of the way he drove and making fun of what he was eating and what he was drinking and this and that. I don't know why he's being such a baby about it.
Yeah, I mean, again, the parents do sound fucking obnoxious. Like,
yes.
But
I learned it from you, okay? I learned it by watching you.
Pretty much.
Wait a minute. Let me. I have the let me put the banner up. I don't have it as an asshole. Oh. I need to make a new one.
Everyone's an asshole.
Mhm.
Everyone's an asshole, according to me.
Well, that one confirmed asshole. Stat her up. Where would you put her? Well, 15 being the highest and -5 being Angela.
I'd put the whole family at 10.
Damn. Angela.
Actually, I kind of agree with Will. His parents were really dickish for getting him all stressed out to begin with. If you don't like the way he drives, drive your damn self.
Yeah.
And he was just an asshole from then on.
Rodden.
Oh, it's an everyone's an asshole. He's a bit of an asshole, but they brought the asshole out in him.
Yeah, for sure.
They started it. James.
I'm going to go with the slightly lower number. They're about a 5. Because, A, they know how each other are. And quite honestly, you're 16. You think you know everything anyway, so fuck you.
Tyrod.
Yeah, I just think the parents provoked him. So I mean, I know I said 16-year-olds are just automatically assholes, and I stand by that. But in this case, I do think he was provoked, and so that kind of I can cut him a little bit of slack. He's like, yeah, he's like, didn't act.
Yeah, that's why
particularly
he's
well,
not a 15.
Yeah, he didn't act particularly well, but his parents provoked him, so I can cut him a bit of slack.
They started it, and he kind of just blew up.
Yeah,
That's why I only gave him a 10.
Mm.
I gave them all a 10. Cut him a little slack. Everybody was out of line.
All right.
Yeah.
Next one is: am I the asshole for allowing a guy friend to come to my apartment who my roommate is not comfortable with?
So far, yes.
Give me
All right,
some context, because if it's just that, then yes.
Yeah, give the context, because we're starting out a 7 out of 10 at the beginning, just from the title.
Okay. James, reset the scale.
Yeah.
So I
Scale has been reset.
Yeah. There's Dr. Claw paying us a visit.
I like that, James. Do it again. Whoever did that, do it again.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Oh my god! That is so good.
All right. So I, 19 female, am in college with my 3 roommates. Let's call them Kelly, 20 female, Rachel, 20 female, and Chloe, 19 female. We're all super sweet gals. I was already friends with Chloe from last year, but I just met Kelly and Rachel and have just been getting to know them over the past couple of weeks. Chloe and I have a mutual guy friend. Let's call him Jack, 19 male.
Oh, Jack is the asshole. Don't need to hear the story. Anyone named Jack, I don't trust.
I don't trust many Jacks either. We both hung out with Jack and some of Jack's friends a little last year, and we think he's a pretty chill guy. However, just after I moved in with Kelly and Rachel, I found out that they apparently know Jack and Jack's friends, and they do not want them around. They said that Jack and his hooligans are banned from the apartment. I thought it was strange that Kelly and Rachel offered no explanation as to why Jack isn't allowed in the apartment.
Did you ask?
It doesn't seem like she has. I don't like getting involved in drama, so I just kind of shrugged it off. However, I heard through the grapevine that Kelly has had a huge fallout with one of Jack's friends who moved to another state and isn't around anymore. Anyways, late last night, Chloe came into my room and said that Jack texted her and asked to come over. She asked me whether I thought she should let him in or not. Kelly and Rachel were both in the same their room sleep. Jack and Chloe went and wanted to talk quietly. I said sure because I don't mind Jack being over. We let Jack in and just chill for a bit, but Kelly overheard his voice. Now both Kelly and Rachel are upset with me and Chloe for letting Jack inside. But they still offered no explanation as to why he's not allowed. I guess I understand that they may not be comfortable with him and his friends, but I feel like I should know why my friends can't come over. My friend can't come over, especially if it just caused some other dude who literally lives in another state now. What do you guys think? I think everybody's in this situation a fucking asshole. At least the girl. I'll take
Are they all paying? Are they all paying equal rent?
I would assume so.
I assume they are.
Okay, with that assumption, guess what? I pay my part of the rent. I'll invite whoever the fuck I want over.
And if you expect me not to, you'd better give me a damn good reason.
Yeah, if you want me to not invite person X over, give me absolutely why it's so important, why it's vital, why are you so opposed to this one person?
And if you're so opposed, that should be super easy to fucking do.
Again, now playing devil's advocate here, like if say Jack was a known hit it and quit it guy, and he hit it and quit it on both of them, and they're trying to in their own little way protect them. I get it, but again, you offer no explanation. You just said, "Oh, we don't want him over."
Well, that's the thing is, if he is so known for this, then the author should be aware, and it seems like they're not. So you come back to the give me the reason. If you give me a really good reason why Jack shouldn't be over, apart from their name Jack, and we all know where that goes, then okay. If I know the reason and I still invite Jack over, yeah, it's me. I'm the bad person. But if you're not going to tell me why it's a big deal and I don't know, then unless I am living here rent free.
But yeah, I think the whole thing just needs more communication. Like, why is Jack such a bad guy? Assuming they haven't seen Quippers United, what is wrong with Jack? Why is Jack such a why don't you want Jack here? And they can talk it out. If the reason is he's a ginger and like I don't trust gingers, then that's a stupid reason. And like,
well, again, it's still some reason is, but it's like at least explain any reason is better than I don't want him over here.
But if it's a stupid reason, then you can have that fight and you can say, well, that's a stupid reason, and like you can have the argument. But if it's just no, why not? Because no, then no. You need to communicate. You need to explain why you have this problem. Otherwise, like you can't expect people to just do what you say because you said it. You need to convince them.
Yes, you need to get. You are all adults. You are all adults, and you need to talk about literally what the issue is. If you don't like Jack because of something he did, like something serious he did, like
you're an adult. Use your words.
Yeah, use your words. If you just don't, you don't like Jack because of Jack's friends, then fuck off.
Yeah, and if you're not paying any of the rent, then
Oh yeah, totally different
Yeah,
story.
don't just convince me of why Jack shouldn't be over. Convince me of why Jack should not be my friend.
Yeah.
Convince me that I shouldn't be associating with Jack, or I'm going to be inviting Jack over.
Yeah,
And again, you don't have to interact with Jack. You could stay in your room.
yeah,
it didn't have to come out.
If one of them is not paying rent, then they forfeit their say in who is invited into the place.
Yeah.
Like if I'm paying the rent and I don't know, Tier says don't invite Rotten, he's a jerk, and I'm like, okay, look, I'm paying the rent, you're not. I'm going to invite whoever I want.
Now, if you said, don't invite Rotten, here's the proof that Rotten is a rapist and a thief.
Oh,
and
yeah,
like
legit, then you're like, okay, I can understand that.
Yeah,
we can't invite Rotten because he'll fucking steal the entire fucking house. You know.
Thanks for noticing.
If Rotten is a thief and a very bad person, or a rapist and a very bad person, just invite him over on BDSM night.
I'm not getting tied up. I don't go for that.
Hey, shit happens when you party naked.
It does. Poor fake Rotten. But again, her friends. Let me make sure I got the names right. Kelly and Rachel are assholes. Chloe, she seems pretty chill. I don't know enough about Jack to make a judgment call on Jack, and the OP doesn't sound like she's in the wrong in this situation.
I can't disagree with. Go ahead, Terry.
No, I think we've got the solution. Ask, is Jack's surname Cochran? Because then, like, okay, he's allowed over. He's cool.
Is Jack's last name Gunski?
Oh no! Don't! Red flag!
No.
Nobody would be inviting him over, so
that means he's not in his room painting. So okay.
All four of these individuals are women, correct?
Yes. We assume.
Okay, we're under the impression that they're all women living together. Young women. For me, that already puts it at a 10. Now, the two that are just dictating who can and who can't come over, they're at 15. So.
That's fair.
Yeah, I agree. I can agree with those.
Just because they're young women. So automatically they get a 10.
What?
James is allowed. The scale is named after James. If he says that they automatically gets 10s, I guess they automatically gets 10s.
And then they have to pass a tolerance check.
You mean the one you just failed?
Oh, my tolerance is just fine.
Yeah.
Huh? Your ability to be tolerated is not, darling.
Yeah. And Frosted Corpse has just put a dick pic up on his thing.
Have you tried?
That is wonderful.
Wait! I got one. Hold on. In the glorious words of my friend Johnny Hellcat, have you tried not being
a bitch?
I try very often not to be a bitch.
No, I'm not you, Angela. Sorry, I didn't mean that that sugar right. I was talking about the goddamn two girls. All right. I got another one. Am I the asshole for not wanting to listen to my pregnant girlfriend?
No, that's understandable.
Damn! Wow.
If it makes loud noises, then no.
Depends on what you don't want to listen to her about.
Hold on a second. Going back to the previous story and that whole thing, I got it figured out. I know exactly what it is. Jack is actually a well-endowed black man, and the other two girls wanted to get with him, but it turns out he's a gay man.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Wow.
That's what it is.
Otherwise, what was going on with this one? The newest story? I didn't catch all that because I was grabbing a drink.
All right.
He's
Am I the
busy.
asshole for not wanting to listen to my pregnant girlfriend?
That's bordering.
It just depends.
All right.
Give me
No, that's
context about what? Because I have to say that not listening to a pregnant woman is actually what caused me to go into labor with my second child.
All right. My girlfriend, 28 female, of course, and I, 25 male, found out she's about 7 weeks pregnant recently. Well, we've been wanting a child, but there's several private struggles we are going through currently, and we both agreed that it would be best not to keep it. We were very saddened by this, but thanks for the best.
Okay, both of you are.
Yeah, clearly. 25, both of you for that one.
Jesus Christ.
It was an unspoken rule that we wouldn't tell anyone about it, but I let it slip to my friends while the three of us were in a call. She was upset, rightfully so, and we agreed not to tell anyone else from then on out. This was decided about 2 weeks ago. I haven't spoken a word about it to anyone since. Not even the friend who already knew. A few days ago, I found out that she told her older sister and three other friends, which upset me. I spoke to her about it and expressed my feelings, and she asked why she spoke about it, even though we both agreed not to. She said it was because she, the one who's pregnant, and she known these people longer than me, and trust them, and knows how to make a good judgment of character. Learn the fucking right.
That they are a good judge of character.
She says she's a good judge of character.
Yes. To which I said, yes, you are pregnant with our child, and we both agreed that with what's to be done, but it still sucks, and I want to be able to talk to someone about it. I have people I've known longer than you who I trust with this information and can make a good judgment of character as well. I feel like it's unfair that you have all these outlets to speak with, but I'm not allowed to. I think about this a lot, and I have to keep. First, I'm going to stop right here for a second. First off, clearly, you two should not be the fucking together. And to bring a child in this situation, it's fucking asinine.
Well,
You have deeper issues. Go ahead, Angela.
That's kind of the point that they made. They're not keeping the baby. But she's telling him that he can't talk about it.
Yes.
To anybody, and that's bullshit.
Well, it's worse than that because she got upset about him because he let it slip to one person. Then she went and talked to other people about it after making a big deal about him doing it.
And she brought that, I'm the pregnant one.
Yeah,
and she tries to bring it. Yeah, she tries to defend it. It's like, I'm the pregnant one. I need the support. You're both bad people. You're both terrible people. We need to make a new scale for you.
No, but if she blew up on the guy for talking about it and then didn't say anything herself, then okay, that's one thing. But then to go around and do the exact thing that she got mad at him for doing and then get mad at him for pointing out the hypocrisy, oh my God.
That's absolute horseshit.
Yeah,
I can't.
He's terrible and she's terrible plus one.
All right,
yes,
let me continue because it's a little bit more.
There's more?
Yes, there is more. I feel like it's unfair that you have all these outlets to speak with, and I'm not allowed to. I think about this a lot and have to keep it all to myself. She said, as a compromise, I can speak with her first, and she will give me the okay to talk to someone if she's okay with them knowing. I agreed But I said I also wanted her to do the same with me, and she didn't like that. I told her I just wanted it to be fair and equal between us. To which she said, "Well, it's not fair. It's all unfair. I'm the one that's pregnant. I'm the one that has to be sick and not feeling well all the time. I'm the one who has to go through."
And he's got to fucking deal with your punk ass.
Loose
Yeah.
gander.
And deal with this. Deal with the aftermath. That's unfair.
And if you're gonna go through this, I do have to quote. God, I'm using way too many other people's words in this whole thing. But if you want to keep a secret, the best person to tell is no one.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah. Come, Mr. Tally
Unless
Man.
it's a dead person.
And if it's just between the two of you in that whole thing, and like you plan on getting an abortion or whatnot, just don't fucking talk about it. But they're both fucking retarded.
They're not married. That's his girlfriend. But it's a little bit more, and then I'll be done. I'm going to have to go through this appointment and deal with the aftermath. That's unfair, which I understand and have been trying to help her with, and it's all as much as possible. At the moment, it made me wonder if I'm the one being unfair and asking for too much. All I really wanted was to be able to talk to someone about this. Aside from my girlfriend, she asked me what I decided whether to come talk to her first or not to anyone about it. I've decided to stand my ground and told her she had two choices. Either I talk about it with whoever I want without a need for permission, or we both talk to each other before talking about to another person. She was upset with this, but ultimately decided we both talk to each other before speaking to someone else at this about this matter. Afterwards, I feel like I shouldn't have said that and feel like an asshole. Am I the asshole? Edit. My girlfriend knows about this post. We talked about it for some time after the conversation. I asked her if I could post this, and she said it was okay. We see what people are saying and acknowledge that we both could have handled the situation better. Thank you for your perspective. It really helped. All right. Both of you are assholes in different roads, but I agree with the guy. Like,
I understand that it's like she's the one who's pregnant and she's the one who's having to carry a baby, but I get so sick of that whole thing of that being the pure justification of basically everything. You don't get to dictate who he gets to talk to just because you're the one who's pregnant. Hey, guess what? You were also dumb enough to let him come in, you fucking idiot.
Well,
and that's another thing. There are consequences for your actions. That's what it is. It's a consequence of your actions. You both laid down full well knowing what could happen.
Yeah, I think
I have
for
to
me,
make
she needs emotional support. Well, so does he. And so if you're going to get mad at him for seeking emotional support, then you can't
you
go
don't
and
get
do
any
that
either,
yourself.
bitch.
What we say, Angela?
I said if she's gonna get pissed about him seeking emotional support, then she doesn't get any either.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
my what I was going to say is I love how they both turned around and claimed that they are great judges of character. But she's pregnant by his dumbass.
Yeah.
Like
puts them both as
They prove each other
idiots
to
and
be terrible judges of character.
Huh?
So they prove each other to be terrible judges of character.
Exactly.
But it wouldn't. All right. This is my thing. This is my take, and I could be wrong. Feel free to tell me. But neither one of you should have been. Your actions had consequences, and you had options, and you didn't use those options. Now you have to deal with the consequences of your actions. Both of you are clearly fragile people, and
neither one of them is responsible enough to wipe their own butt, let alone be having sex.
Yeah.
See, this is my issue with this is my issue with, and I know I'm probably draining up the abortion argument and whatnot, and y'all probably heard my take on it 100 times. It should never be used as birth control.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it should be very, very rare that, like, unless there's like a very, very good reason, I don't think you should be killing babies.
I don't think
it should pretty much be boiled down to, if we don't do this, mom and baby both die.
If we do this, we save mom.
If we do this, we have a chance of saving mom. If we don't, they're both dead.
Yeah, well, in that case, then that's the only sensible option, is to do the abortion.
Yeah. Outside of that circumstance, it's, I challenge anyone to come up with a reason that has me saying, yeah, that's legitimately justifiable.
Frosted says only if the baby resists arrest.
Well, Frosted, is it a black baby or a white baby? Because, I mean, they're not the same, right?
Yeah.
That's true. Ooh.
But just see, that's
If it's Frosted's white babies, they're great.
Frosted was complaining that Frosted was complaining that the arsehole scale is retarded because it goes from -5 to, was it 15? I think it should go from 13 to 50. I think
no, because Angela is a -5. It goes from Angela to James, and James is
yes,
a 15.
but it's a stream on a black man's channel, so 13 to 50 is like the perfect scale.
That's terrible.
Terrible. Go to hell. I'll join you there later.
You sure you want me to there first?
Nope.
Depends on if the cops get to him first.
I'm trying. I will hide in my basement. They will never find me. But again, this.
Will you put the lotion on your skin?
Or else I get the hose again. But this is both of you are terrible human beings. You shouldn't. I wouldn't trust you with a potato gun, let alone a baby. You should have wrapped it up. You should have taken precautions. You didn't. Your actions led to this outcome. Now your girlfriend is behaving like a fucking petulant child. Oh, I need this because it's me. Like, your emotions don't count. You have emotions, and
I'm going to go the classic for both of these people, and that's this.
What?
Look at the stream.
Fuck are you? Violation you. But what's the word I'm looking for? There are some things you want to talk to someone you trust. Fuck what my partner said. If my mother was still alive and there was something like weighing down on my mind, I'm going to her. Oh, well, you shouldn't tell me. Fuck you. I'm talking to her because it's weighing down on my mind. My mother could read me like a fucking book.
I'm going to someone whose advice I trust and who I know can actually keep the secret.
And who would give me good advice, who will look out for my best interests and emotional well-being.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you went to your sister and your friend.
Not his girlfriend.
Would you say, well?
Said, and we know it's not this author, and it's not his girlfriend.
They're both terrible people and terrible judges of character,
and shouldn't be together at all.
In all reality, they're terrible for each other, but perfect for each other because they're both fucking idiots.
Well, no, I think,
and quite literally, they were both fucking idiots.
No, I think it's good that they're together, so no one else has to suffer a relationship with them.
I will agree with that, Terry.
Well, but they're gonna. At some point, they may bring a child that will be just as terrible as the two of them.
No, they won't. They're just going to kill the fucking thing. We heard from their own mouth.
And there is the slightest chance, say, if they don't kill it, there is the slightest chance that since it will have outside influences in its life other than its horrific and horrible parents, that it won't come out as retarded as them.
Yep.
And before anyone complains about the unsolicited dick pic in the stream, Rod started it.
Yeah.
Hey, why are you giving me
Aw.
unsolicited dick pics? All right, Frosted. I'm going to someone I trust, Jack from the last story.
I mean, with these two idiots, I'd listen to friggin' Jack Cochran. I'd probably even listen to Jack Gunski before I'd listen to them.
Yeah.
Jack Gunski would give me sound advice. Hey.
Yeah, as much as I poke the bear,
I might listen to.
Gunski's
Okay, I'm gonna go on this whole thing. I think I'd probably listen to Jack Murphy or Andrew Tate before I listen to either of these fucking dumbasses.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. That's a
Ouch.
deep cut.
I mean, who would you rather listen to?
Yeah.
None of the above.
Jack Murphy is great if you want advice on how to be cucked by your wife. That I mean, he's the man to go to. He knows.
I mean,
all
yeah,
that.
if you want to cuck yourself, he's perfect.
I mean, yeah. If you want to be a cock, and if you want to,
Yeah. and then get mad at Sydney Watson for reading a super chat about it.
Sorry.
fuck you, and that's from the heart.
Fuck you, heartfelt.
That was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
He is a ridiculous human being. He disappeared from the face of the planet.
Like he should have. He faded into irrelevancy, just like he was
Yeah.
supposed to.
I think
Well, there was
Andrew
no
Tate
way
is a
he
bit
was
different.
gonna save himself from that.
He could have. He really could have.
I think Andrew Tate, some of what he says makes sense. Like where he's just saying, as a man, you need to like prove yourself. You don't have inherent value like women do. Like a lot of that is just like basic men's rights stuff. Yeah. But at the same time, you can't get around the fact that he's practically confessed to human trafficking.
Oh
So,
yeah,
All right, this is what I believe.
a broken clock's right twice a day. So it's like he can still
Exactly.
say some right things. Doesn't mean everything he does is right.
Exactly.
The only reason why people like Jack Murphy and Andrew Tate even came about with the power vacuum left by Kevin Samuels.
Well, not just that.
The
It's
king
because
died without an heir.
there's very little decent masculinity, and Monkey's put it correctly as well. It's the reason why so many people will they originally went to Vouch, they go to Hassan Pikers, because these are people who almost seem like they have masculinity. It's like they almost seem like they're a man, and it's something you don't see on the left, and you're even seeing it's like you rarely ever see on the left, and you're seeing less and less good qualities of it on the right.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
one of the there's actually some very good books about this. Is one of the things that we have lost in our society is instilling into boys and men what is a man and the rite of passage from okay, you've grown up, you've become a man. We don't have that anymore.
Yeah, we don't have that.
I think it was Ben Shapiro who said about Andrew Tate that he's correctly identified the problem, but he proposes the wrong solution. Where he's basically saying Andrew Tate has correctly identified a lot of the problems with the lack of masculinity in current society, but his solution of go be a man whore is not the best one.
Yeah, it's one of the things we're seeing from like a lot of the manosphere, because you see a lot of the same shit with like Fresh and Fit. They're like, oh, this is what you gotta do. It's like you gotta go out and fuck a bunch of bitches, and it's like that's not being a man. Being a man is like being true to your word, making sure your fucking bills are paid. Like,
all right, so you know the concept. I love Nietzsche. Nietzsche had the Ubermensch, a man, despite what society says, he does what he wants. He sees his path and he walks it, no matter what.
Nietzsche is also, if I remember correctly, the same one for nihilism that people fuck up constantly of thinking, oh, there's no point to life, so and it's just like, no, if you don't see a point to life as is, you're supposed
Make
to
one.
make purpose in your life, you dumb motherfucker.
Find your you find
If you
fulfillment within
don't
yourself.
feel there's a purpose, you make your own purpose.
Yes, and in modern day, I'm pretty sure the concept is called being a Sigma male. You just do what you fuck the rest of the world and do you.
Yeah, I mean, I think life has no inherent purpose. You literally have to make your own purpose. I don't think there is one that's like inherent to existence. You make it yourself, or you don't have one. And that a lot of people need to hear that. They need to get started. Fucking.
And I think we should. I think we should go back. All right, so in college, I studied philosophy. Like, it wasn't my major, but I love philosophy, and that's how I got first exposed to Nietzsche. Nietzsche was one of those. What's the word I'm looking for? His teachings, his philosophies was perverted, so people just assumed his original philosophy is perverse. Like, the Nazis took what he was saying and they twisted it. They turned it into something negative. So he gets a bad rep by proxy, and he predates them by at least, I think he died like maybe.
Oh, bro, it's the same thing when people are like, they keep thinking Karl Marx was right on shit for communism, and they blame fucking capitalism for everything, not realizing that the bane of their existence has really been corporatism.
Yes, and Marx wasn't. Marx admits he wasn't a great guy.
Marx is a terrible fucking person.
Like,
anyone thinks he was good is fucking retarded.
I saw an account on Twitter.
And you gotta look at the climate he grew up in too.
I saw an account on Twitter. Their bio said, "There's not much point being a philosopher in modern times because Karl Marx was right about everything."
But that's not true. Like, no, he wasn't.
No, it's really not.
He was fucking wrong about every. All right, so like you said, Broken Clock is right twice a day. He had some good ideas.
I will still say this. I still think it is hysterical that to see Karl Marx's grave, you have to pay $6.
Yes.
Yeah. And I love how everyone is, oh, well, it's never been tried before. We've never done it right in history. Like, it's not true. It's not what Marx really wanted. Marx wasn't talking about that.
It's never been done right for exactly one very specific and simple reason.
There is no right.
Because it can't be done right.
It can't be done right. There is only one way to do socialism or communism right. It requires absolutely perfect, flawless people, and humans are not that.
No, you can do in small groups. In a single community,
yes, in small communities it can work, but basically what
it still requires perfect
people.
What
Will's going off of is beyond that whole small group to where you can exile someone who would be against it, and that whole thing. The only way to go with that is like the way they did in Equilibrium, to where they would have to be able to take a drug that removes their. That way you would remove your own emotions, so that way you would no longer think of necessarily yourself. And it is for, the greater good. The greater good.
The greater good.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, it'll work when my survival is based on you doing your job and your survival is based on me doing mine. It can work. We can share, we can pool resources because our survival requires each other.
That's the difference between. Okay, what you're talking about is the difference between communism and communal living.
But communism is essentially communal living. Just again,
to a psychotic degree, like that isn't something that can work on a national scale.
Yeah, because my survival isn't based. And look, I use this example not to try to say I don't. Something happens to you, I wouldn't feel anything. Something happens to you, I would cry. But in this situation, in this scenario, if something happened to you in California, I couldn't give two shits about you in California. I got to worry about me in Maryland.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like you're about as far as if we were in a communist situation, you are as far as Tari is in the grand scheme of things. You could be in another fucking planet, and for all I care, in this situation.
Huh.
So fucking you over really doesn't matter to me. You don't. You're in Alpha Centauri right now. I don't have to worry about your survival. You know, I didn't say I didn't care about the Jews. God damn it, Frosted. I care about the Jews.
No, it's only Angela he doesn't care about.
You know,
like pretty much like most people, they care about some Jews because you know what? Some Jews are assholes and aren't deserving of caring about.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you know. But again, it's a whole communism can't work in more than a small community. A small town, like a town of like
communism's going to work in like a small community of preppers, which means you're not going over about 20 families. I wouldn't even say 20 families. It'd be about 10 families, so about 20 people minus the kids.
Yeah, minus the kids. You know,
because like that's where it can work. Otherwise, you start getting to a lot of other shit. And again, that's that whole thing of like being a prepper community, but that's also kind of bartering in a way because you're going the whole thing of like, oh, I can, I do this and you do that. So it's in a way trading.
If I shingle your roof, you agree to mow my lawn. You know, and Joe agreed to bake bread.
But it's got to go beyond that because once you get beyond. Once you go outside of my survival depends on you doing your part and your survival depends on me doing my part. So neither of us is going to welch on that because if your survival fails because I don't do my part, you're not there to do your part and my survival's out the window too.
Yeah.
It's mutually assured destruction if you're lazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly.
That's a better way to put it.
The point.
I mean, under either capitalism or communism, the majority of people, it is work or starve.
The producer starve.
That's how communal living works. If you are not going to do your part, you're not going to live with us because we need somebody to do that thing you said you would do. That's why we said you could live here.
That's wow, Jamestown. Exactly. If you don't work, you don't eat.
Don't work, don't eat. That's just what it is. You know. But Marx was an ass. Communism will never fucking work. All the socialists that say, "Oh, we're gonna all be artists. It's gonna be awesome, man. You know, government's gonna give us everything." You're gonna either be one of three things are gonna happen. They're gonna line your ass up against the wall and shoot you. They're gonna line your ass up against a wall or shoot you, or they're gonna fucking put you in a factory.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that communism worked exactly as designed, in that it murdered millions of dissidents and proles.
Again, what's this? What is it? After they get rid of the dissenters, they get rid of the revolutionaries.
Yep.
I still like the thing that was on Twitter. It's like, after communism gets put in, like, what are you gonna do? And like people are like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and I want to be like make coffee for this. And then some person's just like, wrong. You've been chosen to work in the coal mine.
Yeah. Yeah, like you've been selected to make nails for guns that might get turned against you.
The one I've seen is the guy saying there must be some mistake. I was going to be a feminist poet after the revolution, and then the guy with the gun is dig the fucking hole.
Yeah, I heard the cans are fun too.
Oh no, the one on like you're talking about like the little comic where it's like the person's up against the wall. They're like, I was supposed to make coffee for you. I'm a part of it. Like up against the wall, bitch.
Yeah.
See, that's the one that I saw.
And
Yeah,
No,
it
the
has
The one I was, the
killed a
one
lot
I
of
was talking about
commies.
was like an actual thing on Twitter where someone's like, "Once the revolution goes through, what are you gonna do for this whole thing?" And people legitimately said that.
I remember that now.
Once the revolution goes through, I'm gonna fucking make sure it doesn't go through.
Yeah, and I do like what Green Badger said. Say what you want about communism, it did kill a lot of commies.
Yep.
It does. It's still killing
That's,
commies.
That kills
That's a
has
stone
killed more
toss joke as well.
commies than every other system in the world combined.
That was also a Stone Toss comic. Was the if communism is so great, how come it killed 100 million communists? Then the guy stops and goes, "Comrade."
Yeah. What's communism ever done for us? It's like done for the world. Killed a lot of communists. Well, hey there, fellow comrade.
Yeah,
Look,
exactly.
look. Communism is the number one stopper of communism.
Yeah.
Like either they starve, get shot, or starve.
They starve, get shot, or starve.
Yeah,
It's a tough choice.
not many choices. If you're
I
not,
just like that they can starve twice.
you're right.
They shoot them so that they don't starve to death.
Frosted. I like the line from K9, a movie that takes place in the USSR.
K-19.
Oh, K-19, my bad. I heard 2 stories about your father. He was a hero of the revolution. The other is he died in the gulag. Both are true.
It's a you know
I
what
was
they
gonna say,
did,
bro, you've been to college. I haven't. I should
Yeah.
be
How?
correcting you on this shit.
But
Like,
you
I know
the
you're
really
black,
smart
but that's
thing?
no excuse.
After they
Oof.
shot the people, they sent the bill to the families for the
Oof.
bullet. They sent the bill for the bullet to the family of the people that just got shot.
Not surprising.
We'll kill you, bury you, and make your family pay for both the bullet and the grave.
Yeah.
Pretty
Is this the
much.
Biden administration?
Mhm.
Next year.
Kill you, bury you, and bill your family for both bullet and grave. I need to write. I need to make that a line. Oh man. Frosted Corpse.
I was gonna say, are we wanting to change things since it's been almost 2.5 hours?
Yeah, it's about time.
So it's here.
Time to stop.
Daylight's come and Rotten wants to go home.
Where are your parents?
I just looked over and was just like, man, I wonder how. Oh shit, it's been almost 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
It's 2:26 a.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's
Do you know where your parents are?
I
You
don't
know where you are.
it's 4:26 p.m. for me, so that's like
I know where my parents. I know where both my parents and my children are.
Okay, I can't say I know where all my grandparents are because I don't remember exactly where their graves are.
Oh,
Well, I don't know my father's buried, but
I know where my
mom is.
parents are because I just visited them earlier today, and they're both alive and well.
well, I know I will never know where my dad is because we scattered his ashes. So I mean, there's little fragments of him in all manner of places, I'm sure. But
Oh,
I
God.
couldn't tell you where any of them are.
I was like, I think it was the dark joke down there. It's like, where's Terry's dad? A little bit of everywhere.
Yeah, basically.
Over there, and up there.
Yeah.
Terry's dad was a Rolling Stone.
He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. It's Terry's dad ashes.
I like to think that Terry's
Oh.
father is part of a wallaby.
Yeah.
Plausibly.
very likely.
It's
All
The
right,
bad part is
Terry-
the part that
Part of
became
Terry's dad's
part
ashes
of
are
a
in a
koala.
drop
But no, he's been gone for like 7 years. So the wind has had a long time to blow the ashes around. So it would really be difficult to find even a single one of them at this point.
Look, we'll do the great ash hunt for Terry's father's ashes. Wait a minute,
Yeah,
what am I
good
saying? You're
luck,
fucking
good luck.
AI.
Because
Yeah,
even if you find a piece
ashes
of
of a hard
ash,
drive.
even if you find a piece of ash, how are you going to identify that it was the right piece of ash?
That's true. It could be anything. It could be anywhere. It could be
Yeah,
part of the dirt. and soil, sand.
I mean, it is. We scattered them.
But
so
that
I'm
was
sure
kind of the point.
Yeah.
All right. Frosted. Got Frosted Corpse.
Mhm.
What are we doing tonight on your channel?
We are starting the Tremors TV show, and I am
Woo!
fucking
I
looking forward
can't
to this.
wait. Ah.
I'm also gonna, as long as I wake up properly and go to the gym early enough, I plan on continuing Stray.
Sweet. Frosted Corpse has his movie review channel, movie review stream, which we are doing the first 3 or 5.
2 to 3 episodes of the Tremors TV show. I don't remember exactly how long they are.
Okay, we're doing the first 3 Tremors TV show. I can't wait, honestly, because I've never seen it. He
Same.
also go ahead.
As I say, same. I don't think actually any of us have seen this show.
I have not.
I'm looking forward to it.
You have captured my interest.
You can watch it. We sit in Hellcat's Discord, and we just watch
About 10 o'clock Eastern is when I usually start.
it. Yeah. 10 o'clock East at night around this, and he does the review around this time, or when I stream.
About around when he starts.
Yeah. Are you doing a Talking Into the Void anytime this week?
Maybe on Tuesday. It's gonna see how my work schedule is, because like that's down day, but I don't know if they're gonna be like, hey, since you didn't have any overtime scheduled, we're gonna mandate you to stay after.
No, that's
And if they do that, I'm just gonna be angry.
all right. He has the Talking Into the Void. He's also playing Stray around 5.
Dude, other than my movie streams, none of them have any defined time or date.
Okay. He's playing Stray, which I have a headcanon that is about an orgy. James, Angela, will you be on Quippers tonight?
I am.
Sweet, we'll be together. All right.
Okay. Yay.
Angela is on Quippers United with James Colley and Tybot. James, he had the Nerd Out stream, but he's not doing it. He's on hiatus, which I really wish he would bring back. Again, he's on Quippers United with Tybot and Angela. Some days, I'm wrapping it up. Goddamn, go to hell. Tari, what streams aren't you on?
I'm not on any that let me read Smogon articles, so none that matter.
Well, we also know he's not on my gaming stream, which is not obviously as good because I don't play Super Seducer.
Correct.
Had to get that out for you, Frosty.
He's also not on any of. He's not on Young Turks. He's not on the Daily Wire. He's not on the Blaze.
He's not on my stream primarily because I look over each shoulder when I load OBS to make sure he's not around.
One day you're gonna do that. He's gonna be right beside you, like, all right, I'm ready.
He's gonna whisper into your ear. He's like, "I'm here for your stream." And you're just gonna whisper back, "That's gay."
That's gay. All right, so Tari is on Mr. Adams' Minions Night with Kefki and again Mr. Adam. He's also on Hammer's Wednesday Minions Night with him, Hammer, and TMaxi. Bad. He's also on Quippers United, Jack Gunski, Frosted Glass, James Colley, and they usually have guests. This week I will be on. Angela also will be on. He's also on Six of Silver stream. He's also on Johnny Hellcats. He's also on The Corner with Frosted Glass, Jack Gunski, Moonshock, and guess of various guests.
Whoever's being tortured that weekend.
Yeah. Most of the guests are some form of Will It Forge's incarnation.
Will It Forge, just one of Will It Forge's personalities.
Yeah, we're waiting to see if Frosted ever decides he wants to do a cross personality with himself.
we the corner really has not had enough guests yet to account for all of my personalities. So
Oh man. Okay. He's. That's it. You're here with us. Will, what are you doing this weekend? Or what are you doing this week? Or what's your show?
We had a paint drying episode earlier.
yeah,
on
I
Twitch.
had aside from a minor sound glitch, I had a very successful watching paint dry stream earlier today, and my next specifically scheduled one is next Saturday at 5 p.m., which should be a game stream.
What game are you playing?
Finishing up Dishonored 2.
Or is
It's
that
not
just going to be on
serious.
Twitch, or is it
Yeah.
going to be on Twitch and YouTube?
Beyond Twitch, I do need to start posting, not cross streaming because I haven't double checked the
Well,
if
I
there's
only
updated
say that
guidelines for affiliates, but I do need to send some stuff
yeah, so
over to YouTube.
I only ask because like I typically have, because like B Token is almost never not streaming on Twitch for some odd reason, so I just leave him up, and I just check there occasionally to see if like someone else I know is streaming, and I just fucking open a new tab with them to give them another viewer.
Yeah,
Because
always
I might not watch everyone as much because I might not as enjoy as much of your content. That doesn't mean I'm not going to support the people.
Understandable.
I always stream to Twitch, but I do need to start cross posting some content to YouTube again.
I need to push my Rumble channel for the midnight show, because just in case I say something and we get axed, I still want to do it.
Oh yeah, I need to double check if all my shit uploaded there yet.
What?
From YouTube to Rumble with the thing where it can access my YouTube channel.
Yeah, and Frosted, goddamn it, Rotncorpse, send me the your Rumble so I can put it in the show description.
I'll see how it is first.
All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, the midnight crew is leaving. Morning crew is coming in. It was fun. Thank you, Will, for joining us.
It was a pleasure.
You are most definitely welcome back home. Like, I
Appreciate you
thoroughly
putting
enjoy
up
your
with
time
me.
here. Huh?
I appreciate you putting up with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, great time when you're here.
Oh yeah.
Might have to have you on one of the talking to the voice streams so I can have someone else to go over guns with more.
Happy to.
All right,
Or
ladies
just
and
another
gentlemen,
random stream.
I'm going to play the outro, and we will see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, everybody.
And with that, the Midnight Show has been brought to a close. Get out of here, you little bastards! Fucking little trash-eating pandas. From the Midnight Crew, I told you to get out of here! We'd like to thank you for joining us. I want to fill you bastards full of lead! We'd also like to thank our guests for joining us. That's 3 of you down. How many more of you fuckers are there? Please join us again next week. I'll keep shooting. I got a lot of ammo.